Hi everyone, welcome to Masai School. We are a 21st century career-focused coding school. My name is Aman Vats. I'm an engineering graduate from Birla Institute of Technology, Misra. I lead the data structures and algorithm curriculum at Masai School. So let me tell you about this video series. In this video series, we'll be introduced to computer programming. You will learn how to write basic computer programs. You will learn the basic constructs of a computer program, that is data types of variables, conditional statement, loops, functions, everything. And you will be learning this in Python. All right. So this is a very fundamental video to getting started with computer programming in Python. And this video series is actually a part of the pre-course for the full stack developer program at Masai School. And now we have decided to make this course available for all aspiring programmers. So we really hope that it helps you in getting started with computer programming and in Python. So happy coding. Thank you so much. In this particular introductory video, I would like to go through basically what exactly programming language is, how does it work, and why basically we are going to do a pre-course on Python. I mean, what is the reason behind Python, as there are many languages. So yeah, guys, welcome all, and let's get started. So basically, first of all, I mean, I want to divide my uh, this presentation on 3 points exactly. Why do we need programming language, what it is, how it works. So let's go to why do we need programming language. So the idea behind programming languages, uh, like when we talk, you talk with your friends or you talk with anyone, you talk in a language that is common among both of you, right? A language that both of you can understand. Similarly, when we talk to computer, I mean, when we want our computer to perform a task for us, can it understand the language that we speak, right? So, can a computer talk like a human? No, it cannot, right? Computers cannot understand the language that we human understand. So we need to have a common point, okay? We need to have something that we can also speak, or let's say write, and that is something that computers can also understand. So that's how it comes into the picture. That's when we need programming language, okay? So to sum it up, a computer cannot perform any task on its own, all right? To talk in the same language that the computer can understand and to communicate with the computer effectively. So and effectively, we don't need to, I mean, communicate just one thing. We need to give it a proper set of instruction. So basically, that's why we need a programming language. All right. So let's look at what exactly it is. All right. So basically, a computer program is a set of instruction that we provide to a computer in order to get a task done. So, for example, you, I mean, basically, suppose when you click at a browser, when you type in google.com and press enter in your browser, basically it has been programmed. The browser, it has been written the set of instruction that it has to follow when a particular link is has been clicked. Okay, so every program is basically a set of instruction that you basically tell your computer to follow. Okay, so uh, assume that you visit some shopping site and you purchase some items. So basically, whatever you do that has been programmed. I mean, whatever you do and the reaction that the computer gives, everything has been programmed. Okay, so essentially, it is just a set of instruction that we provide to a computer in order to get a task done. Okay, so basically, how does it work? So what happens is a, a computer in general sense works by it takes an input, it processes it, and it then generates output. Okay, so the example of browser that I was giving you just one slide before. So you give an input by the keyboard, as in you press the google.com, the link you want to visit, then you press enter. You provided the input. Now the computer will do some processing, okay, which is the set of instruction that the computer will follow, and essentially after processing that, it will generate some output for you. Okay, even if you play music, even if you are watching movie, you're playing game, everything lies on the same principle. Computer essentially takes input from you, processes it. In the meantime, it uses memory storage to do that, and then it generates an output. And that's where basically programming language comes into picture. It basically, you need your computer to let them know the instruction that it has to follow. Okay, so that's when we need programming language. So yeah, as mentioned, computer works with taking input, processing it, and then generating output. So yeah, so basically, yeah, this is a pictorial representation of the same thing. You provide computer the input through different medium, be it keyboard, be it mouse, be it mic or something. Then it goes into the processing thing. It uses the memory, storing information, retrieving it to, and in the meantime, it does processing upon that information. And then it generates some output for you that, following a particular sequence of instruction. Okay, so that's where we need computer programming. So there are different programming language out there. There is C, there is C++, there is Java, there is PHP, there is Perl. There are many languages to say. But we are gonna be looking at Python. So let's look at why Python and why not something else, and what is basically Python. So yeah, as mentioned, each programming language has its own style, uniqueness, and pros and cons. Every language has its own pros and cons. Okay, so if I may quote the developer of the man who developed C++, he famously quotes, there are two types of programming language, one that people use and one that people complain about. So you can get an idea that every programming language has its cons as well. There's no perfect programming language. Okay, so let's look at, yeah. So there are many. These are the in-demand programming language for 2019. So Java, C, and Python tops the list. We look at it more. So let's look at what Python and why basically learning Python when there are different programming language out there. So first of all, it has a simple syntax, which leads to very easy to get started with. Okay, and it supports different paradigm. Uh, it is used in all the different kinds of field because it can be used as scripting language. It can be used for function programming. Don't go into that if that does not make much sense right now. We'll look at it later. Yeah, popularity is a big reason. Many tech giants, like there are some names, use Python. But you might be thinking, as in, how does popularity of a programming language is should be a deciding factor for you to study that? So let's look at that. So popularity leads to community support. So library support. So what basically I mean by when I say that popularity is an important parameter is basically when you have a community support, you know that, I mean, uh, suppose there are different forums for discussing these things, discussing programming languages and all. So suppose tomorrow down the line when you get stuck in a concept in Python, there is a high chance that you will get an answer within minutes, or because of the community is so big, there are many people who know this language. This also leads to the fact that there is a huge library support, which basically means that when you want to do something in a programming language, suppose there's a big task that you want to get completed in using Python, there's a high chance that the smaller sub problems of those tasks has been already solved, okay, by someone. So basically, library support enables you to, it allows you to not do everything from scratch, because there is someone who has already done that. So you can use that inbuilt, already written code to your project. Okay, so this is what basically library support allows you to, finish a task in the fastest possible way, and get your queries resolved. Okay, and job market, yes, this is very important. Some of the high demand futuristic roles, like in data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, automation, Python is in huge demand in such roles. Okay, so job market is really hot when you talk about Python. So, in the end, I would like to show you the popularity index. There is one measurement of this. This is TIOB index for December 2019. So it has ranked Python favorite for the title. It has stated, in 2018, it gave Python the programming language of the year. Um, okay, so basically, this is quite evident. So if you also see the change, Python is in number three with a change of 1.93%, which is highest. So the idea is the language is evolving, the language will be growing even faster, and in future there's a high chance that it's gonna overcome C. Let's see what happens with Java, C and Java. So yeah, this is the language of the future. So basically, we wanted you guys to get started and get comfortable with that language. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm super excited to teach you guys Python. Let's see how it goes. Thank you so much for joining.